Welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all that goodness. Hope you gentlemen are enjoying this festive occasion, this blessed day, which, as of recording, is today. As of posting, will have been yesterday. But I digress. It's a great season. It's a beautiful time to get together with family. I hope everyone was able to get together with family. If not, hold your head up. Keep yourself entertained. Don't let yourself get too down because uh, we're going through some crazy times. So it's easy to get down. Don't take the easy road. Take the hard road, which is to maintain a positive mind state and continue to work through your issues. Okay. Um, we already did holiday editions um for Seamless Style, and if I was to do one now, it would be more so for New Year's Eve because it wouldn't be for a Christmas party, right? Christmas is done at posting. So, two things, two reasons why I'm doing the vlog that I'm doing today. I'm gonna give you the secondary reason first. The secondary reason is because we entering bowl season, man. College football. I love college football personally. So we're entering bowl season, and so it's a great time to break out your varsity jacket, your letterman jacket. It's a great time to break out your letterman jacket at this point. We're entering bowl season. We're winding down the NFL season, so that means we got playoffs coming. It's a perfect time to break out your letterman jacket. Absolutely. All right. That's the secondary reason. Now, let me tell you the primary reason as to the purpose of this particular vlog. This particular ensemble was part of a previous vlog, and it was the featured rig for my Mannequin Monday series on IG. Every Monday, I post rigs that 99.9% of the time are rigs that are featured in Seamless Style. I post them on Mondays on my IG, and it's titled Mannequin Monday. Well, this particular post ended up being my highest numbers to date on IG. Um, but I actually snagged a few clients off of that particular post. So one client, we actually linked up, and he purchased a service, and I took care of him well, and now he's God willing, he's a lifetime client. But he made a very interesting statement to me. He's in a transitional phase. He's in a transitional period. He was like I was 15 years ago. It was all about matchy matchy. It was all about if I have a shirt with three colors, I want my sneakers to have the exact same three colors. I want my bottoms, whether they're sweatpants or whatever, to also have one of the colors. He was all about matchy matchy. And uh, his words, not mine, but through following me on Instagram and following the Seamless Style vlog, he realized that pattern mixing was a thing, that matchy matchy wasn't something that you necessarily wanted to do all the time, or you definitely wanted to do it in moderation. Um, but he said that he loved this ensemble. This ensemble is what made me reach out to him, what made him reach out to me, because he has a few Letterman jackets. But he was nervous because he felt like, I don't know if I'm ready to style it with a waistcoat and plaid trousers or or a heavy flannel wool herringbone two-piece suit with the letterman jacket over. He just wasn't sure if he was ready for that. Totally understandable. So that got me to thinking. I'm pretty sure he's not the only one. So there has to be, just like we have a transitional period between winter and spring as far as temperatures, there could be a transitional period between a man leaving one type of style that maybe he's been used to for a decade or so and going into another style that maybe is at present completely out of his comfort zone. So we got to find that transitional spot, that sweet spot where you're comfortable, but it's obvious that, okay, wait a minute, he's attempting something here. He's doing something a little different. So I was able to, definitely work with him and get him where he needed to be as far as his starting block into really entering the world of Ralph Lauren on a trad Ivy preppy level, right? Americana. But I said, let me do an episode where I take the letterman and I find that transitional spot. So instead of, and this is no disrespect, so instead of doing what the lows do, or instead of doing what the vintage do, i.e. me, that sweet spot, that's where we're going today. All right. So I got 3 rigs for you, and I think you're really gonna like it. And there's gonna be, if this particular episode gets 300 views or 300,000 views, if there is one gentleman that I'm able to help with that transition, then it's a win for me. So, if you've already transitioned, or if you're not ready to transition yet, whatever your status is, hopefully this vlog will be appreciated by everyone that views it. But I really like this vlog because I never ever thought about the fact that, there's a sweet spot there. There's a transitional spot there, man. And we all, if you're on one side or the other, you've all went through it. So without any further ado, y'all ready? Me too, bro. Me too. Let's go. First look. Again, like I said in the introduction, football season. It's bowl season. It's college championship playoff season is right around the corner. Go Michigan. And it's also winding down the NFL season. So, perfect time to break out this beauty from a couple years ago. I'm sure y'all remember it. I'm sure you've all seen it before. It's the letterman jacket, the football letterman jacket here. You have the giant football player here, Giant P, nice metal grommet football inside of the P. Soft felt material, obviously traditional letterman essentials, wool, leather sleeves that sound like that. New York on the side, just a couple of logos or whatever here, a little bit of writing here. 40s, 50s, 60s. It was kind of tradition that people would sign your yearbook. People would also sign your clothes. Not limited to an athlete's letterman jacket. So if you are all city tight end or all city quarterback, running back, whatever, people would sign your sleeve. Was it some type of privilege or whatever? Having a letterman jacket, there was 2 things about it. One, it meant you were an athlete, which athletes were considered very special back then. in high school and college. Two, and something that definitely shouldn't be overlooked, just like now, Letterman jackets were not cheap and they had to be purchased. So if you could afford a Letterman jacket, I put it to you like this: if you had a Letterman's jacket, it was either because you were Cochise from Cooley High and you was just that special that somebody probably purchased it for you and gifted it to you, or your parents could afford a Letterman jacket. It didn't mean much to them to spend that buck 50, 200, 250 for a Letterman jacket back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. That said, this is the RL Tigers. Got the matching cap here, all of the same logos and insignias, writing on the bill. Here's your Tiger logo here. We have more on the sleeve. And what we did was we paired it with the Ralph Tigers Fair Isle sweater vest. Obviously, we have some of the same colors, but we're definitely bringing out different colors. So to kind of, for the transitional guy, the transitional guy might want to lose the necktie. Maybe he's not ready for a necktie yet. Totally understandable. I'm a necktie guy. Maybe lose the necktie, but this Oxford here with 3 of the 4 basic food group colors: green, yellow, and blue. Right? So that coincides with the jacket and the cap. That coincides with the Fair Isle sweater vest. So you're color coordinated, but you're not matchy. All right? Finish it off with a nice pair of corduroy small whale pants in the gray. You could also do a pair of jeans, but we just want to kind of casual it down a little bit. So that's why we went with these cords, or like I said, a nice pair of jeans. And then you can finish this look off. Now you can step out there a little bit and finish this off with a nice brown pair of brogues, or wing tips, or Oxford, something of that nature. I would, if you have to do a pair of sneakers, keep it simple. If you have a pair of blue sneakers, maybe a solid navy canvas sneakers, some Chucks. You could do some Chucks, a navy Chuck, white sole. If you have to do some sneakers, you can pull that look off if that's what you need. But me personally, it's transitioning, and I feel like, a nice pair of brown Oxfords would be your best route. All right. But beautiful piece from a couple of years ago, still insanely pricey on the on the eBays and Poshmark sites. I think I seen one in upwards of $1,200, and it wasn't even that much when it was on the Ralph Lauren website. That's about $500 more than what it was on the Ralph Lauren website, if I'm not mistaken, when this came out. So some of y'all just need to stop tripping with those freaking prices. But yeah, I've had mine since it came out, so thank God I don't have to deal with those type of animals. All right. Let's go to this next ensemble. I like it. I like it a lot. I probably wouldn't do it just because, again, there's a certain way that I like to wear my Letterman jackets. But this is a perfect look for the guy who's in that sweet spot transitional point in his journey. This is the perfect look. You showing your Ralph Laurenism. You're color coordinated without being over the top matchy. All right, and the key is going to be what shoes you wear with this particular ensemble, but we'll get to that at the end. All right, this is the cross country Letterman jacket. This is the track and field Letterman jacket, cross country in particular, specifically. All right, giant collegiate P here, polo, written in script, written in cursive, felt, obviously, beautiful patch, all the bells and whistles. The cross country arrow pennant here. On this side we have Achilles winged foot with East Division Cross Country 1967 PRL, CC for cross country. Got the state of New York here, state champions 1967 PRL with your crossed Olympic flames. New York at the top. Cross country here on the sleeve. Matching cap with all of the same bells and whistles. On the back, state champs with the, again, Achilles winged foot on the back, representing to the fullest when it comes to cross country track and field. This particular jacket, same scenario as the Ralph Tiger's jacket. I've had it pretty much since it came out. They put a lighter, and I'm not talking about weight, I'm talking about style. They put a lighter version into the factory stores where all you have is this P, nothing else, including the back. It's cool for the person trying to get into Letterman jackets, maybe trying to experiment, see how they like them. But it definitely wasn't going to work for me. It wasn't something I needed once I had this. But what we did, again, we're transitioning here. It's for the transitional guy. So we broke out the very popular color blocked crew neck sweatshirt. Wine on the right side, aviator navy on the left, giant collegiate P centered, right? A pair of wine colored corduroy pants. Now you could also went with navy corduroy pants, but me personally, that would have been a lot of navy once you incorporated the jacket. So that's why I went with the wine. The sister of the Oxford that's on the Ralph Tigers, with 3 of the 4 basic food groups, wine, navy, and gold in this particular Oxford. And then we went with a green bow tie. Now again, because you're transitioning, maybe you're not ready for neckwear yet. No problem, lose the bow tie. All right. Now, what you would want to do when it comes to sneakers, when it comes to shoes, well, I kind of spilled the beans. But if you have what I have, which will be these, for you transitional guys, something like this will work. A nice pair of worn-in canvas low-cut sneakers. More of a French navy than an aviator, but French navy, yellow pony, yellow trimming here. Nice little athleisure type look. You definitely won't go wrong with that. And then of course, if you wanna, bring it up just a touch, then you can go with a brown casual dress shoe. You could do a boat, Oxford, Grove. You can go any of those routes, and the look will definitely be conformed and concise without being matchy-matchy. You're coordinated, absolutely, but you're not matchy-matchy, and you're not 1000% in the hip-hop, bebop style of dress. You're definitely showing that, hey, I'm on a journey here. Let me work. All right. One more. For this last look, what I wanted to do was show you where you're trying to get to if you're a transitional guy when it comes to the Ralph Lauren looks. This is where you're trying to get to, right? This is a quintessential look. This is beauty here. This is art. And it's just a matter of working your way into a particular or different comfort zone. Not better or worse than the comfort zone you're in now. This is where you wanted to go. This is where you wanted to go. Nobody shamed you into it. You're a grown man. This is just where you're trying to get to as far as your styling. And trust me when I tell you, once you get there, you'll never want to leave. You'll never want to leave that pocket. So really quick, let's break this down, because this is artwork. We have a polo blue label 2-piece suit, heavy wool, Glen plaid pattern. There's subtle hues of burnt orange in here, as well as a little bit of navy and a little bit of green, but it's mainly brown hue based. All right. 2-piece waistcoat, slim cut tapered trousers, buttons for braces on the interior, so you can wear your best heraldic or plaid braces instead of a belt. I don't even think, let me see. Yeah, this doesn't even have belt loops. These don't even have belt loops. Waistcoat has the lapels on it for that extra, just that extra A-man, that extra vintage look. All right, I went with the Chaps Ralph Lauren navy football tie, navy based all over footballs. I also have the more commonly seen Chaps Ralph Lauren necktie that is green and purple, green and more of a lilac, but green and purple. I also have that one. It's actually available for purchase if you need a football tie. The spread estate collared dress shirt, Columbia blue and white stripe. And then this piece, classified as a letterman's jacket. This particular varsity jacket looks more like baseball in its styling because of the zipper as opposed to the buttons. Some people consider it more of a baseball style. Me personally, this is a varsity jacket. This is a letterman's jacket. No different than the ones I've shown you on the rigs. No different than the one I have on, except for instead of buttons, it zips. Beautiful crested logo here. Polo Ralph Lauren Football Club. Your pocket, which is rare for a letterman's jacket, but your pocket on the right chest is a zip pocket in the shape of a football trimmed in leather. Leather sleeves. 15 here, a couple of patches here, couple of patches here, crown here, and the students and student athletes that signed this particular jacket decided that not only would they use black and white, but they would also use color. So they just had a ball on this jacket here, writing all over it. It's a great piece. Now on the back, on the wool piece of the coat, Old Boys Crew, first 15, Polo RL. This is some true 40s and 50s memorabilia here. Old Boys, that's the only, it's not quite cringe-worthy. You know, it's not quite cringe-worthy, but yeah. The Old Boys Network is still in full effect today, so you know, it's just sometimes seeing that doesn't bring back the best of memories for people, you know, black folk or whatever, but all that to the side, man, this is an amazing piece. Amazing letterman jacket, and this particular look, like I said, this is where you're striving to get to. This is the end game of your journey. All right. Of course, finish this off with a pair of, I would do a pair of cap toes, a pair of Denver cap toes, but you can do a brogue, you can do a wingtip. Just make sure it's more subtle as far as, you know, you don't want to have multiple colors in it, man. Just go with a cognac or even a light brown. Like I said, a cap toe or a brogue or a wingtip. With espresso, be up all night. But that is another episode in the books. Today we did that transitional sweet spot for you know, going from the matchy hip hop phase of attire to a more vintage look, a more Ivy trad vintage look. And we featured the varsity jacket for this particular look. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed styling these rigs this way. It was something different for me. Each one of these looks I would currently wear. However, if I'm doing Mr. Parker, I'm more vintage with my varsity looks. I'm more of a vintage look. I'm more of a Cooley High meets uh, Yale Secret Society type of look when it comes to my varsities, my letterman jackets. But to each his own, and we all have to do what we have to do. I hope these looks help somebody out as far as figuring out how to transition, figuring out how to style that varsity jacket, and just show that, hey, I'm a Ralph Lauren guy, right? Get in the comment section and tell me what you thought. If you're in a transitional spot, man, hit me up, man. My services aren't expensive, so if there's anything you need me to do, feel free to hit me up. We can break it down into hour and 2 hour sessions via Zoom. Otherwise, you can support the channel any way you would like. Donations are always welcome and greatly appreciated. Or you can just put it on repeat on your YouTube and boost my numbers up. Anyway, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend. Because we here. Happy holidays. And remember, artists paint pictures, haters paint narratives. Don't be a hater. Have a good one.